Hello everyone. Today's session we will discuss about Git workflow. First step it is Git init. Git init it will init the Git init. The Git init it will init empty local repository. Okay. Whatever the files now there in after Git init, that files it will be there in working area. Let's discuss what is meant by working staging and remote local repository. Working directory it consists of your project files. Okay. Staging area, the files are prepared for commit. And local repository, the local repository it having commit stored locally. And remote repository, whatever the files there in local, we are pushing to remote, right? That files it will be there in remote area, in like remote repositories like GitHub or GitLab, etc. It is a diagram representation. Okay. First, what are the files there in working directory? That files we are moving to staging area using git add command. Okay. Then from staging to local, for moving that files, we are using git commit. From local to remote, we are pushing using git push command. First is git init. It is in its empty repository. Then we are moving the files to like from working to staging using git add and file name. From then using git commit, we are moving files to like staging to local repository. Then whether the files are moved to like local like staging area to local, for checking we are using git status and git log two commands. Then using git push, we are pushing the files to remote repository. Now let's discuss the practicals. Sudo su git init. It is the directory for storing like git related information like git commits, git branches, git merges. So that information it will stored in .git hidden directory. It's stored about branches, configs, logs, etc. Now I'm coming out this. Currently I'm moving this test.sh file to like it is currently it is a local repository, right? See, I inserted local repository. I inserted local repository using git init. Currently it is a local repository. In local repository, these all files are there. Okay. Now I am selecting only test.sh file. I am moving this file from local to like remote. Okay. First, and also we will call it as a working area, right? Using git add and test.sh. Now we moved test.sh file from local to staging. Using git commit, I am moving this file from staging to local. For checking it is the file is moved or not. For checking, we can check using git status command and also git log as well. It show the commit ID of recent push. It is a commit ID for recent push. Git log can view this commit ID. It will show detailed information about this commit. Okay. Now the file has pushed to local. Now need to map like remote repository URL with local repository. For mapping, we are using remote add command for mapping local repository with remote repository. It is a URL git remote add, then origin, it is alias name, then the URL of git remote repository. For getting git remote repository, you need to go to git repository and your repository, then click on this code option. Copy this HTTPS repository URL. Yes. Now we map it with remote repository. Now using git push, we are moving this file to like local to remote. Git push origin is alias name master, like the current the current branch of local repository. Current default branch of local repository is master. Currently we kept the files under master itself. So master branch. So that's why we provided master. Then it will ask authentication, username and password. Provide your username and password which you configured after git installation using m command. AA software technologies is a username and password. For password, you need to generate PAT keys like personal access token. You need to generate PAT tokens. PAT token means personal access tokens. For generating tokens, you need to go to your settings. Okay, under settings we have tokens option. You need to click on tokens. Then you need to click on tokens, classic tokens. Then here we'll get option for create tokens. You need to click on generate new tokens. After that you will get this token for authentication. The token authentication from local to remote. Need to copy this token and need to paste it in your server for authentication. Post that it is authenticated successfully. This file, yes, file name, yes, this file test.sh. We moved this file successfully from local to remote. For checking, you can go to your remote repository URL, then you can go for your repository. Test. It is showing we are pushed to master branch. That's how the Git workflow it works. Thanks for joining.